So anyway, I'll end I'll end with something not so serious, but still a little bit serious. Uh, I watched not recently, but I've watched well, recently and not recently. I watched the Joe Rogan special on Netflix, and then I watched Dave Chappelle. It's the third video in his series of four. The fourth one too is kind of along the same lines. And earlier I said that d- domestic violence is not funny, and it's not, and it should not be made light of. But I think right now we're at a place where everybody's upset about everything, and it's just that's pointless. That's pointless. You know, nothing's gonna get done. Nothing will ever be said. Nothing, I mean, I think we've always in history given comedians a a little more leeway because they're not just making jokes for no reason. They're making jokes to bring to light certain issues. But then also sometimes they're just making fun. Now, if a person comes out and they're just only attacking one group of people, obviously that's not okay. But let's take like South Park, for example, or Family Guy. When they make a joke about African Americans, sometimes it's like, man, it cuts deep. But it's funny and they're fair. They go for everybody. And I just don't I think it's needed. We need to laugh at each other and at ourselves. There's no more self-deprecation. No one laughs at themselves anymore. And that's why I feel like everyone's so angry and offended. It's like, man, can we just have some things just be funny? I thought Dave Chappelle's new specials were amazing. Not just because they were funny, but because he was just saying things that you can't say. Sometimes he was saying them in funny ways, sometimes they were not really funny. And even Joe Rogan was saying some stuff that, you know, people would get upset about. But people get upset about everything. So, but it's tough. I understand that, you know, you can't say anything. And sometimes people have been attacking groups of people and isolating and hurting people. But I don't know. I don't know what the solution is, to be honest, because I know that we've gone too far with how serious we take ourselves. But then you don't want to leave a group vulnerable. But that's again, it goes back to laziness. You can't just make this giant line in the sand. It's got to be fluid. Each individual case requires thought. You know, everything isn't shaming. Everything isn't bashing. Everything isn't pro or anti. That's simple. That's really simple. When you just make binaries, it's so simple. But you have to think about it. Oh, was that too far? Why was that too far? Was that okay? Why is it okay? Why is this okay and why is that not okay? I don't really agree with that, but you know what? It's fine. Thought process. We have no more thought process. All we do is get angry about what he said, what she said, which is a great show on YouTube that you should look up. So, anyway, those are my random thoughts for this week. I hope you enjoy them. Let me know if you agree. Let me know if you disagree. Either way, let's talk about it. Let's stop being so uptight and be sure to subscribe to the page. Be sure to check out all the other great videos we got up and anything from the Grumbly Albright Productions. Lots of great stuff. Until next time, stay random.